Hello friends, welcome to my channel. This is yet another video for Nifty Bank Nifty analysis, and today we saw a very big gap up opening to the markets, definitely from the influenced by the Dow Jones, and our view was bearish, kind of bearish yesterday because of the big bearish candle that was formed on a daily chart yesterday for both Nifty and Bank Nifty. But with a huge gap up, that definitely seemed like the sentiment was changing, and that is the reason why I did not initiate a trade, because after a huge gap up, the market going up was very less likely. However, it did still go, but ultimately in the second half we saw there was tremendous selling that took place at the higher price, and that's where I entered the trade, and I managed to make a small profit out of it. But all in all, today we see 21,500 level is still not breached by Nifty. However, Bank Nifty has breached the level 47,311, which we were talking about in the previous videos. So before we proceed, a small disclaimer. All the views expressed in this video are for learning purposes only and do not mean any buy or sell recommendation. Any investment or trading decisions have to be taken after consultation with your financial advisor. So what I'm sharing with you all right now is the Nifty chart on spot, Nifty spot chart on daily time frame, and as we can see here, uh, levels 21,488 and 21,766 were the levels which we had drawn. If the lower level 21,488 would have breached, then in that case I would have initiated with a we would have initiated a sell side trade, and on the upper side 21,766 if breached, we would have considered a buy side trade. However, today the market opened a big gap up, and that was probably because of the Dow Jones. So we'll take a look at Dow Jones chart later. But I had mentioned in the previous video as well that uh, since the past few days Dow Jones seems to be influencing the Indian market. So depending on how the Dow Jones ends, the candle on a daily chart time frame ends for Dow Jones, we can expect a similar gap down or gap up opening for our Indian markets. Uh, let's move on to 50-minute chart, and I'll show you how the market opened today. So yesterday's closing was around 21,511 or 21,513 something, which was just above the 21,500. So it managed to hold the levels 21,500. However, with a very huge gap of opening, this opening was almost like a 150 points or 130 points opening, and after this I wasn't expecting the market to go up. This second candle was very much convincing for me to enter into a sell side trade. However, after this big gap up, I was expecting short covering. So everyone who had sold here, I was expecting them to exit from their position. So in that case, there should have been a little upside, and that's where I think these candles were formed. And after 10:30, I think there was a very good consolidation for some time, and today was Fin Nifty expiry as well, so we don't track Fin Nifty as such, but I think that also led to the momentum which we can see here in the say later half of the day. So from here, I think this low when it broke, I think 21,680 or something. I had initiated a trade with again uh, very less quantity. The reason being, uh, uh, my view was neutral at the start of the day. However, yeah, previous candle was bearish, and with the gap of opening, I was expecting a few short covering moves. And after this short covering moves, with this breakdown, I was expecting the initial target to be here. But again, since the market has been range bound for the past few days, you never know. You can see some more consolidation and then again a up move, and that's the reason why I went ahead with a lesser quantity, and I exited my trade here on this candle uh, at around 230. The reason being, after this big candle, this candle started to form a green candle, and that's when I thought that there might be some buying that may happen at the lower levels, and that's when I exited from my trade. And I continued to watch the market, but did not initiate a trade. And now, as you can see here, again the last 15 minutes candle on this on today seems like a hammer. However, if you see the daily chart, the daily chart clearly shows that there is seller dominance altogether, and though Nifty has managed to hold on to the 21,500 levels, tomorrow it will be a critical day. If tomorrow 21,500 11 gets broken or 21,488 gets broken, then we may see the bottom of this channel being retested, which is around 21,422. We may see further downside if 21,422 gets broken, right? So that's how we can trade tomorrow for Nifty. On Bank Nifty, out of the two, I had told you that Nifty is relatively stronger, but Bank Nifty seemed to be weaker, and that's because of the price action that it was showing. So today it has broken down, as we see here, this M pattern. So it has broken down from the M pattern. So this was the low. The low was, I think, 47,481 for this candle, and it has broken down with yesterday's candle. And today, the level which we were expecting, right, the support that we were expecting, 47,311, which I had mentioned earlier as well in one of my previous videos, that 47,311 will be the level that will be retested, and today it has breached that as well. However, as you can see here, this is another not I cannot say that as a proper channel as such, but given this mom this movement, we can see we are able to draw this as a channel, right? So currently, as we can see, this bottom of the channel has been taken as there has been support taken at the bottom of the channel. There was support taken at the bottom of the channel here as well, and here also there was buying seen from the bottom of the channel. So tomorrow's day is going to be a critical one, because tomorrow is Bank Nifty expiry, and if this bottom of the channel gets broken, then I think the next levels that we are looking at are 46,911 and followed by 46,655 levels, right? That may not happen tomorrow altogether, but at least if this bottom of the channel gets broken, then 46,922 levels might be retested. Another thing here is tomorrow's candle close will give us a clear indication whether this is going to be a range bound movement, or we can see some downside till 1st of Feb, that is before the budget. The reason being, if you see these last few candles from here, right? So these have formed a very big range from 48,636 to almost 47,311, and today this range has been broken. But again, if tomorrow the market opens gap up, and if it forms a bullish candle, then in that case it will continue to be in that range, and will continue to show a range movement. Also, we had drawn this purple channel, if you can see here, on Bank Nifty, and as you see here, it had taken support to the from the bottom of the channel here, that is a few days before, and even day before yesterday, it had taken support from this channel. Yesterday it has broken the channel, but today again it with the gap up opening, it went up, but again took resistance at the bottom of the channel, and then there was this downfall. So I think all in all, tomorrow looks to be a bearish day for me, and even if the market has opened gap up, still if the sellers are able to dominate, then I think it's a worry for bulls, and tomorrow's expiry might be dominated by the pairs here. So let's see how we can trade a Bank Nifty on 15 minutes time frame. So here's the 15 minutes time frame that we have. Right. So this level, 47,311 level has been broken already, right? So tomorrow, if the market opens flat or opens negative and then continues its downward momentum, then in that case 46,922 is the first target for me, and then we can go on to see 46,655 levels as well being tested. 46,500 would probably be the support that we can look at. On the upside, if the market opens gap up again, the levels till this 47,885, 47, 4800, 48,200, all those seems to be resistance, and in between I think it would be a range bound day. Tomorrow being expiry, I think we may see another downside or a range bound movement, and not very much in favor of an up move here. So tomorrow, depending on the price action, I think we'll have to see how we can trade. But these are the levels to watch for. 47,311, if we find a resistance, sorry, if we find a bearish candle like a shooting star or a bearish engulfing pattern or a M pattern, then in that case we can initiate a downside trade. If we find a hammer or a bullish pattern like a bullish engulfing or a W pattern, then in that case we may go ahead with a upside trade, but on a smaller quantity, right? So stick to a small quantity tomorrow, because I think past 2 days there has been momentum, so tomorrow might be a range bound expiry as well. Let's now take a look at uh, Dow Jones, right? So I had talked about Dow Jones. Okay. So as you see here, this green candle, this is yesterday's candle, and this closes in the night for Indian time, right? So Indian time, I think roughly around 240 or 245, I think 245 closes, and the new day starts at 3:15 a.m. IST, right? So this particular thing uh, resulted may have resulted into a huge gap of opening in the Indian markets. Now today's candle, as it shows, after the close of the Indian markets, it may result into a gap down opening. So it will be interesting to see how where the market opens, but the indications at the moment are that it will open gap down. Let me quickly show you that this candle, the green candle that was formed yesterday, but after that there was no momentum till today morning, right? So this is 12:30 in the afternoon, and after that there was this downfall that started, and then there was this downfall, and then this downfall. So basically, if you see this here, uh, 1 o'clock or 1:15, I think this is the time where uh, the down move may have started for the Indian markets, right? Till that time, the bulls were totally seemed to be in total control, and the gap of opening was also because of this big rally here. Now, today's uh, today's candle will end here, right? I think it will end somewhere here, 245. Sorry, 3:15. So 3:15 IST in the night, this candle will close. Now if this candle, if Dow Jones managed to bounce back and closes up higher, then we may see some flat opening. But if it goes down further before today's close and tomorrow's market opening for us, then we may see a gap down opening, a big gap down opening as well. So that's how we can trade a Nifty and Bank Nifty tomorrow. Uh, uh, do let me know in comments your views, your opinions, whether this is helping you or not, and uh, what else you would like to uh, know about Nifty and Bank Nifty analysis, and I'll try to cover those points. Uh, just before we wrap up, again a disclaimer: uh, trading in stock markets is not easy, and it's very risky. So trade with the money that you can afford to lose, uh, and I think it's better to currently stay out of market, because it seems to be a range bound. So tomorrow's candle will be critical one. So let's see. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned.